if you wish to skip past this intro, please skip 3 minutes into it. I'm just going to basically give you an overall safety aspect and what different nunchucks you can buy. So 3 minutes, skip, okay? Right, we're going to get into the introduction. Alright, first of all, you've got to remember all sorts of safety aspects when it comes to the nunchucks, okay? Your surroundings, the people around you, obviously your objects. You don't want your TV getting popped, okay? That's happened to me. Same with light bulbs. Don't freestyle above a light bulb. Right, so there are many different nunchucks which you can buy, okay? There are fire nunchucks, which if you search on YouTube you should see demos of different performers doing with fire nunchucks. Awesome stuff, you know what I mean? They've got some serious skill, and yeah, okay, so make sure to check out some of the fire community because they are amazing. Also check out other freestylists. So with the aspects of nunchucks, you've got your magnet chucks, okay, which basically they go together like that. Yeah, they're awesome tools. They're one of my favourite nunchucks that I own. Absolutely lovely. They're from Ignite, so I definitely, when you get good, get some. The foam ones, obviously they don't hurt. If you hit yourself, you know, they don't hurt. They've got that safety aspect, okay? Once you start getting really good with them, okay, and you get confident, you can get yourself a steel set, okay, which they are really nice, okay, really nice nunchucks. You know, okay, so there is that. You have ones that you can make yourself. If you again search on YouTube and find out how to make nunchucks, you'll find you'll drill 2 holes in your PVC, one there and one an inch above, okay, and you can rope them, you can paracord wrap them, and you can make some awesome nunchucks yourself. Okay, so there is also that. Then we have the nunchucks which Michael Lewin made me. I thank you again. They are lovely things to use. Again, they are PVC, so if you did hit yourself, you might hurt yourself a little bit, okay? But danger areas, okay? You've got your elbows you need to watch out for, your head, okay? So when you spin nunchucks, please for God's sake, don't injure yourself, okay? That is very important, okay? I don't want any of you injured, you know. That is simple. You're my viewers, you're amazing, you're cracking people. So right, as you know, we're going to be going over some spins, basically, you know, wrist rolls, bounces, redirects, maybe, you know, but there is going to be multiple parts to this, so please enjoy. I thank you for coming to my channel. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please press it. Please smash that notification bell. Thank you very much. See you guys soon. What we're doing now is we're going to do strikes. If you didn't watch the introduction, please go back. It's got safety aspects in it, and there's numerous different nunchucks which you can purchase. Right, so striking, what we're going to do, we're going to start off with the clutch, okay? What I want you to do is make an over-exaggerated move. So I've got nunchucks under my feet. Yeah, an over-exaggerated move, so you can point there and around, like so. Okay, but what I want you to do is, because it can be very hard for beginners, I want you to split this up into 2 moves. So swing it forward. On the moment there, you're going to point it up. Yeah, when you point it, it naturally wants to bounce there, you see? So we're just going to point it and we're going to bring our arm down. Okay, to keep your elbow out of the way, just make sure it's pointed up a little bit when you're doing a move. Like so, see, have this pointed up. Like so. So when you point your elbow out, you're keeping it out of the way. Yeah, I know, I just hit myself in the head. Cool. Don't you do it. I'm using foam ones, make sure you are. So what I want you to do, yeah, is the clutch. So you're going to point it forward and you're going to point this part of the nunchuck up. Okay? From there, you're going to let it back down. So just ignore that first part because it's very easy to do that. But let's face it, anyone could do it. So, right, what you're going to do is this part of the nunchuck, you're going to point there. Remember, this is a pointing stick, it is a wand. Expelliarmus, Pixelodon, like that, you see. So yeah, it's like the wand, so that's what you want to do, okay? You want to bring this up, bring it down, and that's where you want to start. And point it. Point it. See? Like so. Once you do that, you'll get the grasp of this. Okay? Next is you're going to hold this at the bottom of the stick. You're going to put a little bit of tension here, you see? Like so, okay? And you can basically do a strike like that. So, what that involves is you doing that. Much the same with the clutch move like this. Yeah? You're just going to strike and point it in. You see? Strike, point it in. Strike, point it into your armpit. Both hands. Strike, point it in. Strike, point it in. Okay? So once you can get that, you got this, okay? Alright, so there's some strikes. You got this one here, so you're holding at the bottom of the stick here and the bottom of the stick there. You're going to pull back slightly here and put a bit of tension, try and put this stick, push it forward, and you're going to let this one go. That's going to cause the nunchuck to fling there, like so. See? So all you need to do then to catch it is fling, and then put this part of the nunchuck to the hand, like so. Okay? Fling. So you go like this. Okay, I am going to be doing another one of these because there are different aspects which I cannot cover in this, like these strikes, just because of the layout that I've got of this video. So there is going to be a part 2 to this. So that is basic strikes, yeah? You're going to need to learn the clutch to move on, okay, with some spins. I've got some fabulous beginner moves planned for you, so keep watching, guys. We are going to be bouncing, okay? So what that involves is bouncing off different parts of our body, okay? So it is painless, okay? Usually with nunchucks, when they're roped, I'll use this for example, they have the eye, okay? That is this part here. We're going to use that as an example, okay? So please remember, where it is roped, we're going to use that as the example for what we call the eye, okay? So what we want to be doing, we want to be bouncing the eye on our body, okay? So when we bounce the eye, if you look, it really does not hurt. I could be using my metal ones, okay? So long as you're bouncing on the eye, all good. Alright, so remember that, please. Right, so what we're doing here is we're bouncing it from A to B, okay? So what we're going to start off with is we're going to start off with a simple cross bounce here, yeah, so we're basically going boff, boff, but on the moment when we go here, we're going to put our hand out like so, so we're going to catch it, so we're basically catching with this part of the nunchuck, and with that part of the hand, okay, so work with this. This is pretty basic. This will help you get the coordination to learn to predict the nunchuck. Okay, which that should be your goal. As I said in the introduction, if you didn't watch it, well, you should, because I tell you all the different nunchucks which you could buy if you're a beginner and you want to get into this. Okay, go back and watch that. It is very, very, very insightful, okay, especially with safety aspects as well. So, with the bouncing, okay, so 1, 2, catch. From there, yeah, start again. Once you've got this, okay, we're ready to move on, okay? So then what we're going to do is we're going to do a thing called the triangle bounce. So what we're doing, basically starting off up here, we're bouncing there to there, up. So it's giving like a triangle effect, okay? So watch, if you catch with this part of the arm, okay, it's very important because it just likes to rest there, okay? You'll find that out as you get better. So scroll, what, you're reading too many comics here, the scrolls are Marvel. Yeah, so point this part of the nunchuck down to your hip here and go across and then back up, okay? So you're basically making a triangle with the nunchuck. So if you're using glow nunchucks, well, yeah, I didn't show you them, I should have. You'll have like a triangle pattern going down, okay? So once you have got that, okay, try and reverse it so it goes like this. This will also help you to predict the nunchuck in the long run, okay? So do this with both hands, please. Remember, all the moves that we do in this, we need to do with both hands, because evidently you should be left-hand dominant if you're right-handed, and if you're left-handed, you should be right-hand dominant, okay? Very important. So, once you have got that, we are going to basically do, it's like an hourglass figure, bounce from there to there, down to there, down to there, and then back up here, okay? So that looks like this. Okay, so bounce there, across, up to this shoulder, and back again like so, okay? So once you have got these, well done, very well done. You know, you're coming on really, really well in your training, and it's amazing. You know, amazing progress that you're making. So, from there, yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to modify the first move that we done. So it was this. Okay, what I want you to do, yeah, is instead of catching it here, I just want you to lift your arm up. Okay, we're going to bounce on this meaty part of the back. Okay. So it looks like that. So remember, 1, 2, up. Okay. Do that with both hands. Right, so once you've got that, we'll add a catch on the end. So it'll look like this. Okay, off, 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 off. Okay, off, 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 off. Okay, so once you've got that, right, we're going to move on to something a little bit more complicated, okay? Which is going to involve going like this. Okay, so what I am doing there, yeah, is I'm bouncing from here, but it's bouncing on my bum all the time, you see? Because I'm pointing this part of the nunchuck, I'm literally pointing it through my legs, like so, yes? It's forcing it to bounce on my back, so that's what you want to aim for with this move. So what I want you to do is I want you to point this part of the nunchuck all the way down and through your legs, okay? From there, I want you to point this part of the nunchuck up here. Remember, if you're scared of this move, you could always purchase a cup, okay? I'm just saying. Right, so from here, bounce it down here, okay, and then bounce up to the shoulder. So once you can get that, okay, that is mint. That is mint. You're doing very, very well. Okay, so once you can get that, try and make an M. You know, what's stopping you? Okay, so you can make numerous patterns with these bounces, okay? So that is very, very good. Well done. If you've got all that, well done. If you haven't, rewind back. You know, all these moves are the foundations for what you are building. Remember that. Flow like water, my friends. Right, so spinning the nunchuck, okay, so we're going to start off with a redirect move, so it's going to need to involve you to spin it from here around here. You're going to bounce on this hip. That is going to cause it so you can switch the direction of the rotation, okay? So 1, 2, from here, yeah, because you bounce, you can switch the rotation. See? So look. Each time you stop it, you can change the direction of the rotation, okay? So what rotating the nunchuck basically is you're holding the nunchuck like so, and you're basically making a circle with your wrist like this, okay? So that is basically spinning the nunchuck. There's numerous ways you can do it, yeah? There you make an 8 move like this. So what I'm doing is my hand's pointing down at the start. On the moment that I do 1 here, I'm going to turn my hand up. From there, turn it down, turn it up. Okay? Do this move in both grips. It is very, very important because you're going to want to learn this move, yes? So you're going to want to stop the nunchuck and change your grip, okay? That is very important. We'll get onto the wrist rolls at the end. Alright, so from here, if you don't remember the first one, yeah, directly down, spin it, bounce, spin it up. You're going to bounce it on this part of your shoulder here, spin it down, clutch. Okay, we've done the clutch. We've done that in striking. So if you haven't watched that, go back. So remember, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2. I got the nunchuck in a reverse grip. Off. Yeah, spinning it up. Bounce. Spin it down. Clutch. Right. So with the bounces, we've done this one in one of the lessons on this video. So if you add spins to this, so to do that, yeah, you're going to put this part of the nunchuck down here, like so. You're going to then, because the nunchuck is, this part of the nunchuck's pointing down, you're going to then spin and then bounce. Okay. From there, because you're at this hip, you're going to point this part of the nunchuck up here, and then because the nunchuck is pointing up, you're going to do an upward spin, so it looks like this. From there, you're going to point this part down here. From there, you're going to spin, bounce to the shoulder, spin, okay, so get that going. Sorry, I went on something different then. Okay, so once you've got them, okay, that's very good, well done. So we're going to go on maybe spinning it around our legs, so try that. So if you make sure your one leg is straight, which is your back leg, and this leg's bent, and you're basically going to point this part of the nunchuck and you're going to do a spin around your leg. This is going to help with wrist rolls, okay, because we're going to be doing wrist rolls around our legs. Very exciting stuff. Okay, so carry on doing this. This will all come into fruition. Then swap hand and do it on the other leg. Okay. So you want to be able to do this around your leg. That's fine. We'll get into that. Okay. So once you've done your spins, yeah, just practice spinning it in different directions. Yeah. So with this one, alright. It's sort of a figure 8, okay, so what I'm doing is the nunchuck is spinning towards my face, okay, so it's going around like so, okay. From there I'm just going to basically point the nunchuck down, and it's going to switch the direction, point it up, down, point it up, point it down, point it up, point it down, point it up, point it down, see? Yeah, so there's different ways which you can utilise spins, okay, so this one, remember you need to practice this in both grips. Yeah, you got this one. Okay, you got this one. Okay, you got quite a few of them, okay, so get practicing them, they're very important, basics. Once you've got all these, well done, cracking stuff, amazing, you're going to soon be a ninja. Right, so keep watching, guys. Hello guys, welcome. So, now, what we're going to do is we're going to be basically doing passes, okay? We're going to start off with passes because they're very basic and you can probably do them very easy within about a day of practicing just one pass, okay? You can get it, right? So it's important. Basically what you're going to do, you're going to bring this part of the nunchuck, you're going to see this as the wand, okay? Expelliarmus Petroleum, okay? Wherever you point that is where it's going to go, okay? So remember that, yes? So what I want you to do first of all is point this part of the nunchuck up to this hand. Okay, you want to make sure you're catching the nunchuck roughly exactly the same place every time, because that way you'll get into a rhythm and you'll catch it every time. From here, I want you to let this one go, and I just want you to drop this part to your hip, like so. Okay, from there I want you to bounce this around or point. Okay, from there you're going to point this part of the nunchuck up over your shoulder, and you're going to put your other hand here in this gap to catch it, like so. Okay, so watch again. You're going to lift this one up, no, you're going to let this one go and drop this hand. You're going to point this part of the nunchuck around, and then you're going to point it up. You're going to put your hand in this gap here to catch it, like so. Okay, so remember, let this one go, drop, point this around. In this gap is where you want your hand, and you're going to catch it like so. So once you get good at it, okay, once you can do it for roughly about 30 seconds, yeah, without either hurting yourself, preferably you don't want to be doing that because you'll be using foam nunchucks, then I want you to switch to what I just done. I want you to cut out this bounce down here. So we're going to turn it into a sort of Bruce Lee move, okay? So you're going to go like this. Yeah, you're striking with the nunchuck now, but you're also passing it around your body, you see. You're doing exactly the same move, but you're turning that move into a strike, okay? So look, one, you're going to point this part of the nunchuck up over to the shoulder, okay? And you're going to move this arm over to catch, okay? Exactly the same again, this part of the nunchuck, you're going to point over to this shoulder, yeah? I'm over exaggerating because I'm trying to show you where you're meant to be pointing the nunchuck. So once you get it, yeah, perfect. If you notice, I'm pointing it from there to there. Do you see where my hand is? It's directly below where I am pointing the stick, okay? And you just keep that going, okay? So once you can do that, well, that is fabulous. You've done an amazing job. Well done. So what we're going to do then is we're going to transfer this, what we've learned up here, down here, okay, to your legs. So I want you to basically stand with your legs shoulder width apart, and I want you to bend your knees slightly, okay? That is going to stop you from injuring yourself. So what you are going to do is you're going to bounce that down round the front first, like so. If you notice, when it bounces around, I can then point the nunchuck around my leg, like so, yes? Do you see? And then I can catch it at the front. So much the same again, the only difference is I'm going to point this part of the stick all the way around, like so. And then I'm moving this pass, yes, from there down here, you see. Okay? So all these basics, they're very important, okay? Especially passing it around your body. Okay, so once you can do that, okay, remember you're bouncing it first to then point the nunchuck around, because then you've got the flow. Yeah, to keep this going each and every time. Okay? And eventually you'll be able to do it without looking at the sticks. You can just look at the camera if you're recording. So from there, okay, once you have got that, well done, very good job, fabulous work. So now we're going to move, alright, between passing it round our body, okay? So what we're going to do at first, we're not going to have the nunchuck like this, okay? We're going to have the nunchuck like this. So you're holding both sticks. What you're going to do is you're just going to pass this around like so, okay? Once you can do this, yeah, without dropping a nunchuck, because as a beginner it is very easy to drop this. Okay, very easy. I want you to then learn to point this part of the stick to the other hand, like so. Okay, so you're going to pass this from here round the back. Okay, from there you are going to let this one go, but you're going to bring this hand to the front, ready for this nunchuck to be pointed round to catch it. Okay, you should be in a reverse grip now. That is perfectly fine. Both grips, it really don't matter. Okay, so you're going to point this part of the nunchuck around, you see, like so, and you're going to point it here. So once you can get this going, okay, try switching it. Switching the direction that you're doing it. Yeah, just to spice it up, just to challenge your brain, okay, because you've got muscle memory. If I'm used to going one way and then switch the other, it might not work all the time, so that's where you need to practice, okay? Right, so we've done that pass around our body, okay, now we're going to do this one. This one involves our palm to be facing behind us, so our palm is facing away from our body, okay? What we're going to do then is we're going to use this, same as Expelliarmus Petroleum, point it over, like so, do you see? Poof. And I caught it, yeah? From there, what you're going to do is you're going to let this one go, yes? And then you're going to point it over this shoulder. Okay, like so. Yeah, so once you can get that every time, this is very, very awkward, okay, for a newbie, but you need to stick with it. Okay? Yeah? So work with this, yeah? I do quite a lot of back switching at the moment. I'm finding utilising it from the front of my body to the back is very important, because it gives a sense of power, like I like to say. So, once you've got that, yes, then I want you to work on passing it in between your legs, okay? So that's going to need to involve this hand being lower than your private area. So, when I do, if you look, there is no chance at all of me hurting myself, okay? So you've got to make sure that hand is like that behind you, okay? So what you're going to then do is you're going to point this part of the nunchuck in between your legs. I know, it's scary, isn't it? But you've got that hand to protect you, and please do not stop, okay? That can be very painful for you, so go with the full motion, okay? Pow! And catch it. You're then going to let this go. You're going to bring this up and you're going to swap to your other hand, okay? And you're basically going to pass it exactly the same way. So practice this, okay? There's me saying I'm doing a tutorial and I can't do it. Sorry. But yeah, so what we're doing, boff, see? Boff. And we're learning to switch it in between our legs. When that can be done really, really quickly, yeah, it's a pretty good way to actually get it switch around your body from the back to the front, and people don't actually, you know, if they don't know what the nunchuck does, it can, ooh, sometimes they, you know what I mean, I've had that when I was doing it, people, ooh, but hey, it's all part of shock and awe in people, okay? So once you have got them, that is marvellous, okay? You're ready to move on to chapter 2, okay? That is, we've done the basic passing around our body, so that is fabulous. You've done the first lesson, well done. Welcome, we're on the final part now. You're going to move your way out of newbie area and straight into beginner and advance right into advanced territory and pro, because you're worth it. Right, so what we're going to be doing now is wrist rolls, the dreaded ones. Right, so what I'm doing, okay, is this hand, this arm is going to down here, okay. What I'm doing, I'm switching the stick that I'm holding, okay, which is forcing the nunchuck to rotate around my hand, okay. So I was holding this one, but it rotated around my hand, you see, like so. Right, so once you can get that principle, what you want to get the principle of is the nunchuck is going one side, it's going over your hand where your thumb area is, and the other side, when you bounce on this side, it's going to go underneath where your little finger is. Okay, so watch. I'll keep my thumb up so you can see. Okay, do you see? From here, now, I'm going to wrist roll down, and it's just gone underneath my hand there. So when I wrist roll from this side, it's going around like so. This is going to fling round, and I'm grabbing it here. Okay, so watch. It's going to go over where my thumb area is here, and I'm just switch the stick that I'm holding from here. Yeah, it's going to go underneath where your thumb is, where your little finger is, like so. Do you see? So go a little bit closer. Okay. See, over, under, over, under, over, under. See the direction it's going over my hands. Okay, see? One. Yeah, and now it's going to go underneath here like that. Right, so once you can get that, brilliant. Next one, which is the figure 8 wrist roll, which looks like this. Okay. Right, so to get that, it's very difficult. The same concepts here as the one side, it's going over, and the other side is going under your hand. Remember, you're changing the stick that you're holding. Okay, that's going to help you out a hell of a lot. So to start off, I'm going to go from my right side over to my left, okay, and it's going to go over where my thumb area is, okay, like, woo. See, I've just switched the stick that I'm holding. From there, I'm going to point it this direction, and from here, it's going to go underneath my hand, you see, like this. So from here, it's going to go over, switch sides, and it's going to go underneath my hand. Alright, so here, it's going over like that, where the thumb area is. I'm letting it go like so. I'm bringing it around here, and from here, it's going to go underneath here. Okay? Right, rip rolls, much the same. So you're going to be, what you're doing this is you're going, oof. See, when you're flinging it around this way, you're turning this hand around, but this hand turning around to receive the nunchuck. Yeah, when you fling it around with this hand, yeah, you're going like that. Okay, basically you're flinging it around your hands, and on the moment you're going to turn this hand around and this hand around. This hand you're going to turn around to grab the stick, and this hand you're going to do to receive it. Okay, so it looks like this. So with the nunchuck, I'm bringing this around under where my thumb area is. So remember, it's going underneath our hand. We're going to switch our palm from facing up to facing down on the moment the rotation happens. Okay, like this, you see? So one, do you see? So my hand goes from pointing up to pointing down. The reason why you point it down is because it gives you a chance to grab the nunchuck. Right, so concentrate on this hand now, okay? So when I throw this around, okay, see how my hand's ready there to receive the nunchuck? Yeah, so much the same with the opposite side, only this hand is facing up, but remember it's going underneath where your thumb area is, and where your little finger, so it's going underneath there. Okay? Same with here, it's going underneath, see where your finger is, little finger. We're not switching it from going underneath to over, we're only doing like underneath, okay? But when you get this, from here you turn your hand up to receive. So this hand is facing down, this hand is facing up. Yeah, we're going to fling this around like so. On the moment we fling this, we're going to turn this hand around and this hand up. Okay? So play with everything that I've taught you. It is very important. It's the foundations to which you wish to build upon, okay? I mean, I've been practicing every day now for about a year, okay, and I mean, I'm alright, yeah, but I want to share my knowledge with you, okay? There's multiple ways. It's called object manipulation. You know, there are multiple props which you can use. Pick some up, guys.